The direct and manage project work process is a key component of the execution process group in PMBOK. It involves using the project's management plan along with inputs from other process groups to execute the project's work, manage the project's deliverables, and implement the project's objectives. The direct and manage project work process is led by the project manager, who is responsible for overseeing the project's work, managing the project's deliverables, and implementing the project's objectives. The project manager works closely with his project team, stakeholders, and other key project participants to ensure that the project's work is being executed according to the project management plan. The direct and manage project work process includes several key activities such as coordinating and managing the project's work, including any assignment of tasks, the allocation of resources, and monitoring of progress. Then managing the project's deliverables, including development, quality assurance, and acceptance of deliverables. Other key activities include managing the project's risks, including the identification, assessment, and management of risks. Then managing the project's issues is also another key activity. That includes identification, resolution, and escalation of issues, and managing the project's procurement, including the management of contracts and vendors, and managing the project's communications, including the management of project-related information and the communication of that information to the stakeholders. These are some of the key activities. The direct and manage project work process is an iterative process that is ongoing throughout the project's lifecycle. It involves the use of project management tools and techniques such as project management software, project scheduling software, and project tracking tools to manage the project's work, deliverables, risks, and issues. It also involves the use of communication and collaborative tools such as email, instant messaging, and project management portals to facilitate communication and collaboration among the project team, stakeholders, and other key project participants. The output of the direct and manage project work process is the project's deliverables, which are tangible products or services that are produced as a result of project's work. These deliverables are reviewed and accepted by the project sponsor and other stakeholders, and they are used to measure the project success. The direct and manage project work process is closely aligned with the other processes in the execution process group, such as monitor and control project work, perform integrated change control, and close project or phase processes. Together, these processes work to ensure that the project's work is executed according to the project management plan, that the project's deliverables are of high quality, and that the project's objectives are achieved. Familiarizing with the ITTOs of every process lays a foundation to not only understanding how a particular process is developed and serves its purpose, but also may help you answer one or two questions in the exam, where you may be asked to identify a particular set of documents required for a particular process. So let's mention each and every inputs, tools, and techniques and outputs of this process. First off, we have the project management plan. As a most comprehensive plan representing how will a project function, this plan may be an integral part in a set of input. Next, we have the project documents. Documents that could be used for this process would be the change log, lessons learned register, milestone list, project communications, project schedule requirements, traceability matrix, risk register, risk report, and approved change requests. Then we have the enterprise environmental factors such as organizational structure, culture, management practices, and sustainability, infrastructure and stakeholders risk threshold. Next, we have the organizational process assets such as organizational standard policies, processes, and procedures. The issue and defect management procedures, issue and defect management databases, performance measurement database, change control, and risk control procedures are some other sets of inputs. And finally, ending with the project information from previous projects. As part of tools and techniques, we have the expert judgments. Experts should be considered from individuals or groups with specialized knowledge or training in fields like technical knowledge on the industry and focus area on the project, cost, budget, management, legal, procurement, legislation and regulations. Then we have the Project Management Information System. PMIS provides access to information technology, software tools such as scheduling software tools, work authorization systems, configuration management systems, information collection and distribution systems, as well as interfaces to other online automated systems such as corporate knowledge base repositories. Automated gathering and reporting on key performance indicators or KPI can be part of the system as well. Then we have the meetings, which are used to discuss and address pertinent topics of the project when directing and managing project work. Attendees may include the project manager, the project team, and appropriate stakeholders involved or affected by the topics addressed. Each attendee should have a defined role to ensure appropriate participation. Types of meeting include, but not limited to, kickoff, technical, planning, scrum, steering group, problem solving, progress update, and retrospect meetings. As part of outputs, we have the deliverables. A deliverable is any unique and verifiable product, result, or capability to perform a service that is required to be produced to complete a process, phase, or project. Deliverables are typically the outcomes of the project and can include components of the project management plan. The change control should be applied once the first version of a deliverable has been completed. The control of the multiple versions or additions of a deliverable is supported by configuration management tools and procedures. Next off, we have the work performance data, which are the raw observations and measurements identified during activities being performed to carry out the project work. Data are often viewed as the lowest level of detail from which information is derived by other processes. Data is gathered through work execution and passed to the controlling processes for further analysis. Next up is the issue log. Throughout the life cycle of a project, the project manager will normally face problems, gaps, inconsistencies, or conflicts that occur unexpectedly and that require some action so they do not impact the project's performance. The issue log is a project document where all the issues are recorded and tracked. Data on issues may include issue type, who raised the issue and when, description, priority, who is assigned to the issue, target resolution date, status, and final solution. The issue log will help the project manager effectively track and manage issues, ensuring that they are investigated and resolved. The issue log is created for the first time as an output of this process. Although issues may happen at any time during the project, the issue log is updated as a result of the monitoring and control activities throughout the project's lifecycle. Next up, we have the change request. A change request is a formal proposal to modify any document, deliverable, or baseline. When issues are found while project work is being performed, change requests can be submitted, which may modify a project's policy, procedure, project or product scope, project cost or budget, project schedule or quality of the project or product results. Other change requests cover the needed preventive or corrective actions to forestall negative impact later in the project. Any project's stakeholder may request a change. Change requests are processed for review and disposition through the Perform Integrated Change Control process. Change requests can be initiated from inside or outside the project, and they can be optional or legally contractually mandated. Change requests may include corrective actions, which is an intentional activity that realigns the performance of the project work with the project management plan. A preventive action, which is an intentional activity that ensures the future performance of the project work is aligned with the project management plan. And a defect repair, which is an intentional activity to modify a non-conforming product or product component. Then we have the project management plan updates. Any change to the project management plan goes through the organization's change control process via a change request. Any component of the project management plan may require a change request as a result of this process. Next are the project document updates. Project documents that may be updated as a result of carrying out this process would include activity lists, lessons learned register, requirements documentation, risk register, and stakeholders register. Finally, we have the organizational process assets updates. That include any organizational process asset that can be updated as a result of this process. See you in the next lecture.